Hey, I'm Zach. This is my wife Diane. This is our 2001 International Bluebird school bus. It's our tiny home on wheels. Come on in. Since our bus is named the Mounting Machine, we've got this cool little key holder. It's a little guitar amp. It's really nifty so you don't lose your keys. Just pull it on out, stick it in, and you're good to go. So this is our TV here. It's got a nice little pull-out mount. You know, we can we're getting older, so our eyesights are getting, not as good. So like if my wife's cooking in the kitchen, we can just kind of pull it out, scooch it a little closer to our eyes, And over here I got just an Xbox One. We do some streaming on it. I do my occasional gaming on it. This is our cat Pawnee. We've had her for like 13 years. Great cat. Couldn't ask for a better cat. So as you know, space is very limited. So we have this little basket here, just a little catch-all bin for sunglasses, wallets, what have you. So right here we got like a chalkboard paint going down both sides of the bus. It was really cool because before we took off from home, we had like all of our friends and family sign their names on it, and it's sentimental for us to be 1,300 miles away from home and like look and see like bring back memories of family and friends, and it's a really cool thing we brought into the bus. So this is our couch. It was made to pull out for a guest bed, when we got friends, family staying. And it lifts up. It's got storage under there, a bunch of stuff we don't really use, like my extra guitar and stuff. We just kind of store it under there. So my wife picked out this cool little ottoman. It's nice because you can, if we got friends over, they can take a squat on it, but also just for extra shoes and stuff, you can toss them in there and forget about them. So the ceiling is just some thin tongue and groove. I really wanted to go real thin. I didn't want to lose much head space. So yeah, we gutted everything down to the studs and got it all spray foamed and just put up all this tongue and groove and painted it, and it makes a world of difference of the finished look for sure. All right, this is a deluxe vinyl product. This is really cool too because it's so dang thin. It's like, that thick, and all I gotta do is one squirt of the utility knife and it pops, and it lay down real easy. Yeah, we just put these in about a month ago, and before these we just had a cheap like stick down vinyl product, and it was like just starting to fall all apart. It looked horrible, and it was so hard to clean the floors because there's like jaggedy areas everywhere. So this was much needed, and I'm glad we did it. So this is a Grizzly wood burning stove made in Canada. Super nice. It heats this bus up in about 15 minutes once we get the fire going. Just got to cut logs about 6 inches long. Here's one right here that's kind of left over from a night of burning. Real nice. We love it. We can put a little tea kettle on there, get some water boiling. Eventually I want to get some soft copper and wrap it around this vent here and run it to the sink for hot water source. So this is our bathroom. We got a nature-fed toilet. I didn't really want to buy it. Like, I went so long without buying it, then I just had to finally bite the bullet. And man, I'm glad I did, because the thing is so easy to maintain. I just got to empty the number 2 maybe once every few weeks, 3 weeks or so, and the urine bucket, once maybe 4 days, my wife and I. It's really not too bad. Then over here we have our kitty litter is actually in this little box here. So when we got to scoop it, I'll just lift this guy off here and open this door and get to the litter box. What I wanted to do is build a little slide out, but we just kind of ran out of time.
So one day we were sitting on our couch watching some home renovation show about tiny homes, and we happened to see a guy from Michigan, which is where we're from, renovated a school bus on this episode, and it was really kind of a pivotal, magical moment for us because we watched him do this and we looked at each other and thought, we can do this. Zach is really handy. He's been a plumber for over 10 years and has worked other construction projects as well. So he's had the skills, and we knew that going into it. So we agreed, maybe a year from then we'll try and find a bus because we were busy remodeling a home at the time. But then Zach found a bus probably 40 miles from our home, and it had the engine that he wanted, and it was in good shape. So we went to go check it out, took it for a test drive, and we were kind of sold. So this is our kitchen. It's one of the nicer kitchens we've ever had. We got a really good deal on these granite countertops. So we decided to just go with it and be less concerned about the weight here and think about it in other areas. Our cupboards here we got from Menards, and we just painted them and put on these music note knobs to keep with the music theme for the Melody Machine. Along with that, we've got our Chris Stapleton poster here. Our maiden voyage was to Kentucky to go see him perform, and we bought this poster at that concert. And we love it because we're big hockey fans, we're big Chris Stapleton fans, and the orange and blue go with our theme, color theme in here. We've got this farmhouse faucet here. It's really nice. We can use it for just about anything from dishes to washing our hair. It can go outside this window here as well, depending on where we're parked. And sometimes Zach has used it to bathe outside. And we went with a nice deep sink here, just to make sure that we had room for everything we might need. The water that we have here, unlike other buses that maybe you've seen, we don't have our own tank on board. We originally did plan to do that, and we do have the tank itself back home in Michigan. But because we knew that most of our travel starting out, we're going to be staying at campgrounds, there really wasn't a need for us to bring water along with us. And so far we haven't run into any issues with not having our own water. However, someday if we get into boondocking, that's something that we would definitely add on. This refrigerator was a chest freezer that Zach converted to just be a refrigerator. We converted it because originally we were going to have solar panels up top, and this was going to make it more energy efficient to use the freezer rather than get an actual fridge. And so far, life without a freezer has been all right. I am a fan of ice cream, but we're able to get that now and then wherever we need. So these curtains were made by a friend of ours named Kendra. She actually signed right here. And she was really sweet to do this with us. I think her grandma helped her out. They made, I think, curtains for 17 different windows in here. Very last minute, we just threw on Instagram, can anybody help us out by making curtains? And she whipped them up within a weekend and actually dropped them off on her birthday, which is a very, very kind thing of her to do. All right, so this here is our pantry. We just keep it covered with a tapestry. But we've installed these shelves here where we can keep our spices, canned goods, pasta, things like that. Further back, we have some cleaning supplies, our garbage, and we actually keep our toothbrushes in here as well. If we ever do follow through with getting the solar, we were going to put all of that equipment in here as well. We do have our electrical panel in here for the time being. And then further back here, just beneath the full-length mirror, we have a little door for where our cats can access their cat litter. So this is my closet. I had to downsize quite a bit, but now that I finally got it pared down, this size closet works quite well. I've got everything from my winter coat, long sleeve shirts to tank tops and dresses as well. I've got some other bags and boxes down here for storage. I've even got hats and pants in here, socks and the whole thing, and it's worked out quite well. So to continue on with my closet, we've got this little area here where I keep some jewelry, accessories, hats and such. And then we've got this cool dresser here that was just put in about a week ago actually by our good friend Chris. He's quite a carpenter, and he was able to design this so we can pull the drawers out, and there's a little latch there so that they can stay in place and we can rummage through what we need. And we've got some shoe storage under there. So we've got a desk here. I thought I would use it quite a bit more than I actually do, but it's still nice to have a little area here to put things. We've got a bookshelf underneath there, and then to actually sit at the desk, I pull this trunk out, and it becomes a seat. Underneath the bed, we have some more storage space here for things that we don't use very often. If we ever need to, we've got a gate there to kind of keep the pets out of the way. We store blankets and files and other things underneath there. We've got our bed here. This is a foam mattress that we bought online for about $70. It's been wonderfully comfortable, and we don't regret going cheap on a mattress at all. It is a queen size bed. And then my grandma sent us this really cute comforter that kind of set a whole southwestern vibe in here, and we just kind of have taken it and rolled with it. We love it. So thanks, Grandma. We got these cloud shelves not too long ago. It's nice at night when you have to plug your phone in. Nice spot to rest that. We've got our air conditioning unit back here in the center. I know a lot of people will do like the air conditioning units above, but we decided to go with this just because it's out of the way and it was easier for our purposes. We did have to replace it once already, and thankfully we found the one that we needed, and it's been smooth sailing ever since. It also works as a dehumidifier. We both were working full time, so we worked on it on the weekends for about 2.5 years. Sometimes we would take a break, for about a month or two and not do anything to it. But overall, from beginning to end, it took us about 2.5 years from start to the time we hit the road.
Yeah, that's very important too. Like, just don't burn yourself out. Take it, one day at a time, and if you get stressed out, take a week off, do some research and get some inspiration on YouTube, and they got Instagram, bunch of great inspiration stories out there, and just don't ever take on too much. Ask for help if you need it. So this is the deck I built. We just wanted an opportunity to get better views, more living space, even potentially storage. If we ever get kayaks or something, we could strap them up here. Yeah, really cool. One time we had like 16 people up here dancing and drinking beers and stuff and having a good time, and it's still standing, so that's a good thing. We love it up here.
You can check us out if you want to see more from us. We are mainly active on Instagram at Zak and Diane. That's ZAKANDDIANE. We also have a YouTube account for our bus. You can look that up under Melody Machine. And we have a YouTube account for our music as well under Zak and Diane, the same spelling as I mentioned. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the tour.
Yeah, thank you.